Okay, ladies, hello and welcome to 5 Ways to Boost Your Self-Worth. I am extremely excited that you all have decided to join me tonight, and I want to get right into the ways that you can boost your self-worth. The first way is prayer and meditation. So praying allows you to talk to God, and it opens up the line of communication with God, so that you can tell Him what it is you want, and you ask Him what it is that He desires for you. And meditation allows you to quiet your mind so that you can actually hear from God, and it keeps that line of communication open with Him. So that's number one, pray and meditate. The second way to boost your self-worth is to flip your self-talk script. So what I'm getting here is the way that we talk to ourselves, whether verbally or just mentally, number one, it's a huge impact on how it is we see ourselves. But it also is an impact on how others view us, because what we say to ourselves and what we say to others about ourselves, it molds their mind as far as how they see us, because we're showing them how it is we see ourselves. So number 3 is to forgive yourself. That's a big one that a lot of people don't get and don't understand, that you have to forgive yourself of the things that you do and say to yourself, as well as the things that you have done, to other people as well. So forgive yourself is number 3. Number 4 is stop doubting yourself. The second guessing and, am I good enough, or can I do this? If it's in your heart to do it, 9 times out of 10, God has put it in your heart for you to do it. So it's no use in doubting yourself, because technically you're doubting God as well. He's the one that made you. He knows exactly what it is He put you on this earth to do. So don't second guess yourself. Do not doubt yourself, because you have what it is you need inside of you for you to do whatever it is that you are thinking about doing or wanting to do. Number 5 is to set and maintain boundaries. I like to call them non-negotiables. My non-negotiable is Mondays are my time. Sundays, I do not work. I don't care if somebody wants me to do something. It's not going to happen because it's Sunday, and that's my day of giving my, time to the Lord. As I don't do anything on Sundays. Mondays are not. They are my day for me. It's my do nothing day. So that's a boundary that I have. That's a non-negotiable for me. And as far as dealing with other people, I'm not going to deal with you disrespecting me or my time, because I'm not going to disrespect you and your time. So that's one boundary. Once you may get 3 strikes. You may get 3 strikes, but that's about it. So setting your boundaries, and as well as when it comes to your personal boundaries, is if you say you're not going to do something, then don't do it. If you say you're going to do something, then do it. Be impeccable with your word. What it is you say you're going to do, then do it. If you say you're not going to do something, then don't do it. We as people tend to say yes and we mean no, and say no and we mean yes. So set your boundaries and maintain those boundaries. Set your non-negotiables and call it a day. Anybody got an issue with it, that's on them. It has nothing to do with you. I have 3 bonuses. as far as ways to boost your self-worth. Bonus number 1 is to love yourself. Love on yourself. Whatever way it is you feel love, majority of us have all heard of the 5 love languages. I can't go into all 5 of them, but find out what your love language is and love on yourself in that way. Mine's, I know for sure, is words of affirmation and quality time. So I speak positive words to myself, and I spend time with myself. So love on yourself. Bonus tip number 2 is never be afraid to reinvent yourself. Just because you have shown up in your life or in the world in one way, in one season of your life, does not mean that you have to stay at that, that person for the rest of your life. It's nothing wrong with reinventing yourself. I started off at 14 as a braider. I was braiding hair out of my grandmother's living room. And I did that for I don't know how many years. And I still braid every now and again. I am also a jewelry maker. That's a reinvention. Also another business, but still it's a reinvention. I've been a babysitter. And I did the It Works thing for a while. And I mean, you have those little different aspects of you that you're interested in doing and you want to do. Never be afraid to reinvent yourself, and never be afraid to reintroduce yourself to others. I am a life coach now. I've been a life coach technically all my life, but I had to step away so that I can get myself together into reinventing who I am, so that I can reintroduce myself to the world as a life coach. So never be afraid to reinvent yourself. And bonus tip number 3 is to strengthen the fruit of the Spirit within you. The fruit of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We all have them in us. And the reason why we do not see them in our lives is because we have not strengthened them. So that's what, love yourself. Peace and joy are already within us, but we can't find it because we don't have everything else in order. So we have to strengthen that and quiet the world so that we can, function in that joy and that peace and that love that we desire. Patience, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself, be patient with others. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Goodness, technically, I'm going to say the same thing again. Be good to yourself and you'll end up being good to others. Faithfulness, it goes back to your setting and maintaining your boundaries and your non-negotiables. You be faithful to yourself, and then you'll be faithful to the things that you have said that you're going to do for others as well. Gentleness, we all know how it is we would treat a baby or a child when it is they have, messed up with anything. We're going to be gentle as in our correction with them. So why not be gentle in our correction with ourselves? And self-control. Do not eat that candy bar at 12 o'clock at night just because you're hungry. Eat a piece of fruit. Self-control. Start with the little things. Or, if you like, start with the big things.